What's up, Ninja Clan? I'm Daddy Louie, and today we are talking about Digimon, the trading card game. Specifically, we are talking about the new restricted and banned list that Bandai put out today, which is October 17th of 2023. If you're watching this video, that is when this was released, so keep that in mind. The ban and restricted list had a lot of changes, including a bunch of cards that have been restricted down to one, as well as a couple of cards that actually came off the ban/restricted list and has now gone back to 4 copies. I'm not going to get into every single one of those cards, frankly, just because I don't feel comfortable talking about them, because I have less experience about them. The card that I really want to talk to you guys about today is the Geogreymon from BT13. That's right, this card right here. Let's go into focus real quick. Yeah, this card right here, it is a 5-cost Digivolves for 3, Digivolves for 2 on top of a level 3 Agumon with Dinosaur in its traits. When Digivolving, you can search your security stack. You may play one red or yellow Tamer card among it without paying its costs. If you did, recover one and then shuffle your security. And then the inheritable effect is your turn once per turn. When one of your red yellow Tamers becomes suspended, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3k DP or less. In this particular instance, one of the main decks that I play is Shine Greymon. No, I'm not a bandwagon fan. Love Shine Greymon, one of my favorite Digimon, period. And so this card being hit was a little bit of a surprise to me when I woke up this morning. A lot of people were, of course, expecting Marcus to be hit. Marcus becomes a Digimon at the start of your turn, and he can attack, aka Marcus punches. But Marcus has won the day today, and it's Geogreymon that's being restricted. So it is restricted down to 1. You can still run 1 copy of it. So that means 3 of these need to come out of my deck. So let's talk really quickly about which cards are most likely going to replace it. Now, obviously, ratios. I like to lean into yellow. I play yellow Memory Boost instead of red. I play the yellow Koromon instead of the red. I play 1 copy of TK, and I play 1 copy of Shine Greymon Ruin Mode. Again, ratios can adjust. Some people play 3 burst modes and they don't play Ruin Mode. Some people don't play TK. Some people play red. They lean into the red. Personally, I'm more of a yellow fan. So the obvious changes right here, in my opinion, are to add another copy of EX4 Geogreymon and another copy of BT12 Geogreymon. That puts our level 4s up to 9, which I think is totally fine. I don't think we need to add an additional level 4 in here. If you really wanted to, you could go back to the starter deck Geogreymon. I just don't think it's very useful in this particular build. For the third card, it's kind of a flex spot. You can change and do different things. An obvious change would be to add the another copy of BT13 Shine Greymon. That gives you 6 hits on the level 6. That's probably what I'll play test first to see if I like that or not. You could also add a third blast mode or a third burst mode and keep the ruin mode. You could also add a third copy of Rise Greymon from BT12, and you could also add a copy of Rise Greymon X Antibody from BT9. So these 3 cards here, these are kind of flex spots. You can choose any of these. Ratios are obviously player dependent, right? This is just the ratios I like to use. So for initial testing, I will probably add that other Shine Greymon, and we will go from there. I don't think anything needs to change here. I don't think anything else needs to change up here. So this is the deck that I'll be playtesting at first. I personally don't think that the deck got significantly weaker by limiting this Geogreymon. Obviously, it's very strong. One of the main reasons that I believe this Geogreymon got hit above any of the other cards is because this card works really well in other decks also, which I will show you now. So Let's take a look at my yellow hybrid build and see how that will change. All right, so here is just another example of a deck that really benefits from that GeoGreymon. Obviously, this particular deck doesn't take as big of a hit to its strategy the way that Shine Greymon does. I only run 2 GeoGreymons in this. This is my yellow hybrid build. Again, just like before, obviously ratios are going to be different for everybody. This is a pretty standard build with some tweaks to the ratios based on how I like to play. So taking that one GeoGreymon out, I still believe that it is a good card for the deck. Its ability to search any of my tamers from security and play it out for free just is really, really strong for a deck like this that is very dependent on having a lot of tamers on the board as quick as possible. So we do have to take the one the one GeoGreymon out, which means that we have an open slot for this particular build. Lots of different options here. You can adjust the ratios. We could add a 4th Rise Greymon if we wanted to. I don't think that that's such a great idea just because we are going down to 9 level 4s. You could also add another level 4. My option for that, or my choice for that, would be Rapidmon. Has Armor Purge. When digivolving, you spend one of your opponent's Digimon for each tamer you have in play. So obviously you have lots of tamers. You can suspend lots of stuff on their side of the board. Then up to 3 of your opponent's suspended Digimon get neg 5k DP for the turn. That synergizes really well with like the Rise Greymon X Antibody, which also allows you to neg DP. It also works really well with something like a Loenke out of Stocto. It also works really well with this Patamon. So Rapidmon is probably the choice I'm going to go with. 1 copy of Rapidmon as a tech. You could also, if you're not going to do the Rapidmon, you could just keep adding tamers. So TK and Izzy is also a good choice. You could bump up Tai and Kari to 4. I wouldn't bump anybody else up, but you could definitely up Tai and Kari to 4. TK and Izzy is a great choice. Like I said, if you have a level 5 or higher in play, you gain a memory. If your opponent has a level 5 or higher, you gain a memory. So very similar to Tai and Kari that looks for 3 or fewer security. You gain 1. Your opponent has 3 or fewer security. You gain 1. So similar effect, but this is looking for a level 5. Like I said, personally, I'm going to go with the Rapidmon. Prior to the GeoGreymon coming out, I ran 2 Rapidmons here in this spot, and then I replaced the Rapidmon with the GeoGreymons, and now I'm going to tech back in 1 Rapidmon. Because it is searchable, TK can grab it. You could also, if you wanted to, you could drop like the Shadow Seraphimon and, you know, up your Rapidmon to 2. But I still really like that GeoGreymon there, so we're going to keep it exactly like that. Like I said, I think I'm going to add the Rapidmon in for initial testing anyway for this particular deck. But like I said, lots of stuff on the restricted list. You go to Bandai's website, make sure that you check out which cards are on that list now. If you want to find out more information about the cards that I didn't mention that are on the list, I know that Mario, Taste of Victory, I'm sure Avolt will put one out. So there are some videos out there already. I just don't want to talk about them because, again, I'm just not comfortable with those cards, knowing enough about those decks. But this GeoGreymon has affected how I play a couple of my main decks, which is Shine Greymon and Yellow Hybrid, so I just wanted to share my thoughts with you on that. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the new ban and restricted list for the Digimon TCG. This is my favorite TCG currently out right now, maybe my favorite of all time. I just love Digimon. So if you want to see more Digimon content, definitely let me know that as well. Thanks for watching. Make sure you take care of yourself, take care of each other, play your games, paint your miniatures, and I'll see you guys in the next video.